let's see if the Green Ranger's overrated. Already, I'm like, Jesus, let's get to the content. Now, this video like 6 years old, but I have not watched it, and I want to give it a just due.
Hello, Internet. I'm the Disney Brain, and a topic that keeps springing up around our fandom, whether forcibly or otherwise, is the true legacy of
I know, it was like a 40-second intro. Video intro is overrated, I agree.
one Tommy Oliver, or Dr. Oliver, if you prefer. A topic that, for several reasons, necessitates a discussion about the man behind the suit as well. Also, yes, I am fully aware of the whole is Power Rangers dead situation that MMPR Toys brought to the light.
Now, MMPR Toys, this guy don't like me, or for some strange reason, I saw he had like posted in Reddit or something. I don't know what the beef is, because I remember him complaining about like his views going down, but I don't think his channel has evolved with the times. I could be wrong. I could be speaking out of turn. But I'm sure it's probably going to get back to him. Who cares?
So I'll address that near the end of this video. But before all that, let's take a closer look at the man who stands as the face of our franchise. So, most of us know how it all began. 17 episodes into Season 1 of Mighty Morphin, we get a major shakeup in the form of an evil Green Ranger. Not only did it give Rangers their first real shot at a serialized story, where 22 minutes wasn't nearly enough time to wrap everything up in a neat little bow, but it was also a solid story at that.
I mean, this is what a lot of people grew up on. And look, me growing up, 22 minutes, because we had the 2-minute commercials. Hey, that was good enough for me.
Especially by the standards the first 16 episodes had set. That spark eventually grew into a flame that turned Tommy into the most popular Power Ranger, due at least in small part to his all kinds of epic Godzilla-inspired Zord that I really do need to get my hands on at some point, but I digress. The point is, this massive appeal spilled over into Season 2, eventually creating a situation where making Tommy the leader made the most sense.
I mean, he was the most popular. He literally like took leadership. But you know, if you talk to Austin St. John, he'd be like, well, he only got it because I left. I was like, yeah, I think it was leaning towards him being the leader.
People loved him anyways, so on top of giving him a suit from an unadapted season to help him stand out, might as well make him the shot caller too. And to be frank, pun intended, this I think worked better than if it would have been Rocky taking the reins. So, Tommy ended up being the guy for pretty much all 3 seasons, including being the focal point of the first movie. Zeo happened, and then he finally got to wear the red, as well as star in the second Ranger movie leading into Turbo. Then he wanted out, so in comes TJ and the rest is history. Or so we thought.
Dino Thunder Ninjas, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Until he came back in what turned out to be his best role yet in Dino Thunder, a role where his cool and confident presence served as a great counter to the brasher and less mature starting outlooks of his young Ranger team. The only things I took issue with are points I've mentioned in previous videos. Firstly, they missed a major chance to have Tommy offer to take at least some of the blame for what's been happening, especially since he created what's been happening.
See, I'm not familiar with the lore of Dino Thunder, guys, so I'll be like, when y'all be like, hey, did you watch Dino Thunder? I'll just be like, nope. No, but this is Tommy Oliver is overrated, but he deserves to be. I mean, he was the longest standing Power Ranger. He has the most episodes. And for a lot of people, he is still the face of the franchise. You know,
would have been a great chance to show that the Ranger legend isn't perfect and never will be, and it simply makes no sense to present him as somehow getting over that reality in mere seconds, especially given his past. The second thing being that they never gave Tommy's teaching job enough of the spotlight. That's both minor and more personal, but we got to see a lot of the ins and outs of Cassidy's desired profession, so why not Dr. O?
Hey, I think we might have to ban Degenerate. He said MMPR whack. I'm Dino Thunder, and I'm tight as fuck.
The easy answer to why Tommy became the guy for the franchise can be a simple one. He's appeared in more episodes and in more suits than anyone else, including this much more recent one. But I think Dino Thunder truly cemented his legacy on that front. Since Dino Thunder is by every measure the only good example of an anniversary season, it forever tied him to the history he was already a sizable part of. He He wasn't just the most popular Ranger of the 90s anymore.
He's still the most popular Power Ranger now. Even after his passing, no one is more popular. Maybe Johnny Young Bosch because of the anime, the voice acting. Then I would say Amy Jo, and maybe I would say maybe Zach or Walter Emmanuel, and then Austin St. John. But because of Austin St. John's shenanigans and, him soon to be a convicted felon, that's going to impact his popularity as he is on a on a downward spiral.
He was ready and willing to lead a new team and lead them well to help preserve the legacy of power that had been going for 12 years strong by that point. And then the season itself was a pretty great one, so things worked out well on all fronts, except for the days JDF couldn't be on set. All of this speaks to a mostly positive legacy for the face of the franchise. So then, what about this generally agreeable character is so divisive? Here's where I believe the problem with Tommy Oliver stems from. He doesn't have enough actual problems. That harks back to my points against him during Dino Thunder, but it's also just as true for the rest of his Ranger days. Even the well-made Green with Evil ends fairly simply. Tommy isn't under control anymore and easily joins the others with little to no introspection needed. Maybe it wasn't just a spell. Maybe part of him wanted to prove himself, especially to Jason. Maybe Rita was just a catalyst for desires manifested from his unknown parentage since he is adopted.
See, I never watched Super Sentai, so I don't know about this Green versus Red Ranger in high school, Tommy versus Jason. So like all my Super Sentai ninjas, was it like that in the Sentai that they copied and put the American storyline? Or was it something different? Can any of my Sentai ninjas know? Hawkleys, where you at?
Addressing any of these very important questions would have gone a long way, but it's always a little too easy for Tommy Boy. Even when he advanced from Green Ranger to White Ranger and in turn became the leader, there wasn't much of an adjustment.
See, there we go. There we go. No, Green and Red were brothers, and then Green dies. Okay. There we go. This is the part. This is the lore that I'll be missing. Because look, guys, I don't do the Sentai. Okay, but still rivals. All right. So they adopted that whole rival storyline to digest for American people. Gotcha.
Period. That's a bit more reasonable since he knows everyone present already. But then again, so did RJ and Casey. And yet, when that team's leadership felt a little less certain, they made sure to address it and resolve it. But this also speaks to the Mighty Morphin Rangers never having enough well-developed internal issues that need elongated resolutions over the course of their run. At the end of the day, Tommy as a character is an interesting one, but only because there's so much untapped potential there, which seems crazy given his veteran status, but in all his years, he's gone through maybe 1.5 real arcs. He knows all about the legacy of power, but putting aside Boom Comics for a bit, we hardly know anything about him, including why he chose paleontology over...
Ninja said I only do hentai, not sentai. Oh my God.
Hey, yo, what the
fuck? Oh man, hey, why my moms be trolling me?
Formula 1 or whatever his career goal was in Turbo. There's a world of stories regarding who Tommy is and what Tommy's done that just never get explored. His entire
Yeah, I'm getting like tribute to Tommy, just the character, not necessarily the JDF, but this plays more like a tribute to him, to I guess stamp him in Power Ranger history.
Is this sizable mystery?
Will we ever get one for Austin St. John?
Nope.
Except it doesn't really function on a story level because he's not Andros, for whom Mystique is properly built into his characterization. And over the course of In Space, we learn exactly why that's the case. For these reasons and more, some avid fans see the praise for Tommy as overbearing, in large part because, yes, there have been better Rangers, which leads into my next point.
Yo, he lost me. Better Rangers. Who is a better Ranger than Tommy? Please. I know some ninja gonna say Andros. RJ, here we go.
Focus on Tommy, including in the most recent anniversary episode, is often at the expense of other Rangers and their stories. Boom Comics handles this focus a lot better than in most of Tommy's TV appearances, but even they sometimes fall into the trap of focusing on him too much, something that is really emphasized when you realize...
there go the comic. See, the correct answer, right? I had to do a test to say who was a better Power Ranger than Tommy, and only one person got it right. Only one person got it right. Y'all all failed. Y'all all failed. Failed. Even people, Johnny Young Bosch. No, the correct answer is nobody. Thank you, Nerd Affiliated, for giving out the answers to the test.
Realize that Soul of the Dragon would probably have been a lot better if Sky actually got to do.
Okay. All right. He said, you've not seen RJ. Okay. Gosh. Okay.
Okay, I guess you got me there in terms of.
I guess you got me. All right, you got me. And shout out to my man Jamal Breezy, Resilient Army. Yes.
Do something in it. Tommy Oliver is overrated, but he deserves to be. And I'd be lying to you all if I said that I didn't contribute to this by rating him very highly myself. I strongly believe that Ziggy is the greatest Green Ranger to ever don a not spandex suit. But the truth is, he's just not as intertwined with the franchise as Jason David Frank is. JDF as a person wears his Ranger heritage like a badge of honor in ways.
Go. Now this guy is cooking. Now he's cooking.
Let him cook.
Now he's cooking. Now this guy is cooking with gasoline. Maybe we need to run that back. This video is literally someone behind being mad JDF was popular. Hey, look, man, haters gonna hate, man. Haters is gonna hate. But the truth is what it is, right? The truth is hey, I'm the most popular Ranger on screen and off the screen. I think it's the off the screen that separates him or separated him from his other co-stars. Would y'all agree? Thank you, Nerd Affiliated, for the super chat. And 2 correct answers.
If I said that I didn't contribute to this by rating him very highly myself. I strongly believe that Ziggy is the greatest Green Ranger to ever don a not spandex suit.
Here we go. Here we go with the Ziggy.
But the truth is, he's just not as intertwined with the franchise as Jason David Frank is. JDF as a person wears his Ranger heritage like a badge of honor in ways few of his cohorts can claim. I'd say he can get a little too caught up in talking about the good old days as a subtle jab towards other better seasons, but even still, he's always here, he's always present, always thinking about the fans, and going the extra mile for us, quite literally in some cases. And that visibility counts for a lot in a franchise that, in general, isn't very visible today. As far as JDF the person goes, the idea that he'll always be there to help push the franchise forward is my favorite thing about him, bar none.
Damn, man, he's cooking. This guy is cooking. He smartened up. He smartened up halfway through. He was like, hey, look, this is what it is. I understand his favorite Ranger is Ziggy, but then the real recognized real. Real recognized real. And he said JDF is looking real familiar. JDF knew the assignment. He did, man. And if everyone knew the assignment, I don't think Power Rangers would be dead. And considering this, right? Look at this, right? Let's look at something real quick. This video was made 6 years ago, and the rumor was already that Power Rangers was dead 6 years ago. So imagine today, as we still try to carry the torch of Power Rangers, just talking about it, and people are like, it's not dead. I'm like, Ninja, who keeping it alive? Who keeping me, Heirloom, Deoxy? Yeah, I'm saying, hey, the Montyverse, the fan club, these are some of the I don't know, Power Ranger creators that, I interact with. Hey, we doing what we can, man. We doing what we can. And thank you,
Henry, thank you so much.
Big Rudy Show. Thank you for the dono. Damn, did I miss your live stream? I think I probably did, man. Shit, my bad, man. It's been a lot going on. But thank you for the super chat, Big Rudy. Let's keep it going.
He doesn't, strictly speaking, have to use his notoriety for the benefit of us and our fandom, but he always does, sometimes at his own expense. Yeah, he probably gets paid very well for his time and services too, but the bigger picture is this. We'd be much, much worse off without him. What we need...
Damn! The foresight of the Disney brain 6 years ago. 6 years ago, he said, "Hey, we'll be worse without JDF." Goddamn.
Is more people like Jason, and more recently, Sierra Hanna, who are willing to give back to a franchise and a fandom.
Not. I can't. Don't ban half of Dumb and Dumber, okay, guys?
That gave them so much. Now, granted, it may seem odd that my points in support of Tommy deserving to be highly rated mainly go back to JDF, but in this particular case, I think it's fitting. In large part by his own doing, it's nearly impossible to truly separate the two from a fan's perspective. For good or for ill, Tommy and JDF are bound by the hip, and whether you love him, hate...
And thank you, Cayenne, for getting all that Dino Thunder slander off the chat. Please keep moderating that degenerate guy.
...him, or are tired of hearing about him, I do believe we need him. Because his presence, and more than anything, his dedication to his role, have and will continue to help us grow. That's the biggest reason Tommy is in so many specials. And then, once Hasbro leads the Ranger Renaissance, God willing, we can...
Oh, God. No! Look at this! Just stunlock me. Just stunlock me. Why are y'all like this? Why are y'all like this? Why are y'all like this? Only Sky Frank can save Power Rangers. I saw her say like the bloodline ends with me or something. I was just like, I just shook my head. I shook my head. Someone posted, I was like, okay.
I'll admit that despite his over-branding, he's been pushing us forward during the best and worst of times, and in some very unique ways as well. Power Rangers is not a dead brand. We've been hurting for something to believe in for years now, yes, but we're trending in the right direction. And early signs point to Beast Morphers not being the same old song and dance that nearly doomed the franchise back when Turbo happened. Because when it's all said and done, Hasbro only succeeds if it convinces more people than just us to care about Power Rangers.
Damn, this dude is like, is he from the future? He must be from the future. This is from the future. He has to be from the future. And what does my man Dust say? He says this for the haters. Unworthy is the future. If you know, hey, bro.
You are bugging. Unworthy's not the future of shit, bro.
He's like, they recorded me. I didn't know that. Like, hey, man, be the same person. Look, guys, for all my content creators out there, be the same. Hold on, let me do it for y'all. Let me do it for you. Be the same person you are behind the scenes as you are on camera, and then you will be fine. But if you talking like, on camera, you're like, oh, I like Unworthy, all this fake goofy stuff. And then behind the scenes, you talking about how, Unworthy is not the future,
You are bugging. Unworthy's not the future of shit, bro.
People gonna see through you being inauthentic. I promise you. I don't got that many subs, but I may know what I'm talking about a little bit. Let's continue though. But thank you, Dust. Thank you.
It won't be easy, and it won't be done tomorrow, but it's doable. And when it happens, please, guys, please do not make me make a video about how our growing fandom suddenly turned into a toxic waste dump a la Star Wars and Rick and Morty. Maybe you stopped watching at Zeo, or kept going. Maybe you favor the newborn king over my personal Superman. Doesn't matter. Your perspective is your perspective, and as functional human beings, we can engage in proper discourse on the topic without being dicks about it.
Ooh, I wish we could, I wish we could have a conversation about it, but I'll admit, since I haven't watched every season of Power Rangers, I may not be the best person. I can moderate that conversation.
We really can't afford to be picky about who the so-called real fans are. Otherwise, potential fans...
Hey, there we go. This is a wholesome video.
...will never, ever, ever want to clear such arbitrary hurdles anyways. But, with all that said...
Yo, he really is, though. Like, this is a phenomenal video. This guy is really cooking right now. Really cooking.
We'll see how much of the hype we can buy into once Beast Morphers premieres. Eventually. Any day now. And
if only he knew. We gonna check to see if he put out any new Power Ranger content.
Just to give you all a rundown of the viewer competition that's still ongoing, here's the last section from my Lightspeed Rescue review to break down the rules and prizes. It's finally viewer competition time. spent a long time primarily thinking up what the end result and the prizes would look like.
I think it's a competition that he's pitching. Yeah, it's a competition. But this was a phenomenal video by the Disney Brain. Oh my goodness. When is the last time he made a video? Oh, 2 months ago. 2 months ago, he reviewed some stuff. Okay, maybe. I mean, 1 year and then 2 months ago. Where this guy been at? Where is he at? All right, maybe I'll reach out to the Disney Brain, see if we can get him on the channel to hear his thoughts on the current state of Power Rangers. But that was a great video, guys. It looks like he has more Power Ranger content, so definitely go subscribe. But the video we just watched, what a phenomenal video! 6 years old, 6 years old, way ahead of his time. It doesn't look like this guy does this full time based on maybe his upload frequency. Not too many videos, but he's putting out quality video.
But it's
Great video, great content creator. But is Tommy Oliver overrated? The unequivocal answer is nope. No, I think he earned this spot. And as a result of him earning this spot, it puts him in the top spot. So all the praise that he gets, that he received during life and afterlife, well deserved, but mostly earned. So, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.